You haven't, Dad?
No.
Hello everyone, Jacob here from JCW Fishing. Thank you for tuning into my channel, and actually my first video on this YouTube channel. So let's get right into it. This is the time I went fishing in Turks and Caicos. So my dad and I always like to go on fishing excursions on our family trips because we don't do a lot of saltwater fishing because we live in Iowa. So we chose bone fishing this time because, I mean, we've seen it on TV and stuff, but so we decided to give it a shot, and our guide took us to the first spot, which was in about 4 or 5 foot of water, very clear light blue water, and he actually got our first catch, but it really wasn't what we were expecting.
We'll take the line.
This crab probably the best bait, you'd say.
Good bait. Not having to do. Look.
Yeah, we caught a crab. Is that a blue crab?
I get a picture of that. He's still on there?
Yeah. He's eating it. Watch out.
Oh.
Messing with you.
So after we caught that crab, our guide had us wait there for probably about 30 minutes, and we didn't catch anything. So we decided to go to a different spot that's a little deeper, and it was actually a lot bluer water, like you'll see in the clip, and we actually caught our first fish. Not by me or my dad, but by the guide, but at least we didn't get skunked, I guess, right? What is it?
I don't know.
Oh. Yeah.
Cast your line.
Yeah, Dad.
Okay.
Jeez. Hey, hey. The fish he caught was called an amberjack. You can find him in Florida and stuff. And what we were using for bait at this time is actually conch from the conch shell. I don't know much about them. All I know is that you can eat them and stuff. But I'll tell you what, it was a gross thing to use as bait. It smelled very fishy. If you, yeah, like, but it worked. I mean, he caught a fish on it, so, I mean, I guess. But, so we started fishing at that spot a little bit more, and it started getting crazy. That's a hard fighting fish.
Well, you're fighting the wind.
Yep, I just got a bite. Got one? No, I don't. I just have to hug it too fast. One thing I've noticed about saltwater fishing is you hit the bottom and you can feel it. Your rod will go down and up and down and up. It's not like freshwater where, you know, it's not super choppy and stuff. It's obviously the waves are affecting your line, so you think you get, like, I thought I got a fish all the time, but it turns out it was just me hitting bottom because our weights were so big. So in a lot of these clips you're going to see, it's me thinking I have a fish, but in reality it's actually me just like hitting bottom or something. But I mean, it's a learning curve, and I actually ended up catching a lot of fish that day because I started figuring out what's a hit and what's not. So, and a little bit later I finally hooked into my first fish. Tiny little guy.
Yeah, nice snapper. That's a different type of snapper.
It's a lot better than last year.
Where you went last year?
St. Lucia.
We were at St. Lucia. We did reef
What do you want
fishing.
with this? So at this point, I was just happy to say that I've caught a fish today, right? And you started noticing that a lot more fish were coming in, and we started catching a lot of fish pretty quickly. If I'm going to be 100% honest, it was kind of bizarre. Once you caught those first couple fish, they all started kind of swarming you, and we ended up having a really, really good time just catching these snappers.
See if we get the same action. There you go. We're gonna put a little bit of water in this.
Oh, I just got a nice hit.
Hold it. Hold it. Keep your rod up. Rod up. Keep your rod up and hold it. That's a low fish. You're in trouble. You lay your rod up. My bait.
How's that feel?
Snapper.
Snapper. Got it. Nice.
New style, boy.
Snapper, you think?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australian small one. Look what you're doing. You video that little small. That little small, so let it all out.
Yeah, what was that one? Let it all out?
Yeah.
So after we caught those 3, 4, maybe 5 snapper, my guide looked at me and said, "Hey, we got a lot of mackerels around here," and I was like, I don't even really know what that is. Turns out they are what bring in bigger fish because they're bait fish, and so we started catching a lot of mackerels at this time too.
So I put on a big piece of bait. I like put on a big piece of bait. Little fish don't get a chance to get it.
Man, they keep stealing my bait.
Come. I got plenty bait.
Where'd that crab go?
Oh snap! Oh, it's right there.
Get him on your toes, you'll know.
Mackerel.
Your bait's gone too, I bet.
Oh,
Mackerel.
and then oh my gosh! Oh, I was recording when that happened.
Yeah, this is a jig guess like that.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh! Dad, I was recording when that
There's
happened.
plenty mackerel here. And they hit the jig guess without
Really?
any bait on it. Yeah.
I'll give her a try.
Yeah. Don't give it a try. Catch a fish.
Catch a fish.
Yeah, put it inside.
Okay.
I got my reel right here.
I think you're holding the line, right? Oh, Jacob's got one.
Sound like you never fished before.
What is that?
That one. Finally catch him.
That's what that was, huh?
Yeah.
Be careful of that one, it looks like.
I know that
Boy,
looks
that's kind of real.
fierce.
Mom keeps wanting lots of pictures, but you got them.
That's what you're doing all the time.
So after the mackerel started coming in, our guide told us that they produce like a pheromone or something that attracts sharks. So we're like, all right, well, we're catching a bunch of mackerels. We probably should get ready for sharks. And so he brought out minnows, probably just about that big. Yeah, minnows, they're that big. They're chub sized, but anyway. So we started using minnows, and we're seeing fish jumping everywhere, and it got pretty crazy. So almost right after he told us that we're gonna start using minnows to try to catch sharks, my rod just started screaming. Right when the bait hit the water, my rod starts screaming, and I had the biggest fish I've ever had on in my life.
One thing I can tell you with a shark.
Right again. Oh, jeez. Got some? Oh, jeez.
Oh man.
Keep your rod tip up.
Yeah. I told you that. Shark, right?
I am.
Shark.
Huh? Keep rod tip up.
Oh my god!
Rod tip up.
Oh!
That's a shark.
Is it off?
Holy crap! Oh my god!
Now you got now you got everything,
Jeez! So it actually turns out I had a lemon shark on, which is kind of weird because lemon sharks, they're not like scary sharks that you usually think about. But man, that pulled my rod so hard. So literally, like 10 seconds after I had that shark on, our guide hooks into a monster fish. Got one?
The shark. Look.
Oh, he has a shark, Dad.
Oh, wow. See it? Look at that thing.
Barracuda.
Oh!
Oh!
There goes.
Watch out, Jacob.
Back one.
Oh, I had one.
Nice mackerel. Oh yeah.
You want our get
Hey,
our
check
rope?
your line for the.
There's that. Look, it's over here, Jacob. Behind the boat.
Same deal.
Oh yeah, nice one. Behind the boat, there's a big fish. Right behind the motor. Holy shit!
Oh, that's a huge
Look at
fish.
that one.
So after our guide caught that giant mackerel, he looks at my dad and he says, "Well, you haven't been fishing this whole time." My dad said, "No, I'd rather, watch." So our guide cast a minnow with a steel leader, which, if you don't know what that is, it's just what you tie with your line if you're going for toothy fish. People use it for pike in Iowa, other toothy fish, muskie, stuff like that. And he gave the rod to my dad, and my dad hooked into a fish of a lifetime. You have him, Dad? No. Dad, you got a shark.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm reeling. Take a video game.
I'm going right now, I believe.
Nice shark.
Oh my gosh! Before this clip ends, I just gotta apologize. I did a terrible job filming this. I was focusing more on catching fish for me than filming my dad, so I apologize for that if the footage is a little wonky. But you do get to see the fish that he catches, so. Holy cow! Keep going!
It's right up where he can lose it. Don't let him get the rope. Let me help you. Reel. Well, let's cut off on the side of the boat. Look at another one. Two.
I think I have a shark too, or something big.
There we go.
Oh, mine just got off. I had a shark too, Dad.
Got a wire on, so.
I had a shark too.
That's why we can look at this fella face to face.
Woo! Oh my gosh!
Reel.
Oh, you just can't get any ground on them.
Yeah, you can't hook around and he getting it on.
Holy cow. Oh my gosh.
Nice, take it back.
Really? Yeah, trying to.
Oh,
Oh shit.
that was awesome.
Black tip.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody busted him too. That ain't no joke.
Dad, how does that feel? Holy crap.
That was fun.
I want to get the hook on him.
Yep, here. What can I do to help?
Hold it.
So that was definitely one of the coolest things I've probably ever gotten on film, for sure. My dad, he played it really, really well. He fought that fish very, very well, and he he caught a fish of a lifetime. I mean, a blacktip shark it's no joke. It's a hard fighting fish, and it's really, really cool. So I'm happy that he caught that, and we started. Fishing was still really, really good. Just I think the sharks went away after my dad caught that black tip. But yeah, that was just so crazy to watch, and the smile on my dad's face was just so so awesome and genuine that it was just so great. I can't believe I got that on tape. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh, oh! Damn shark.
I want you get him.
See that shark
Come
coming
on,
out?
hook him. I can deal with the mackerels.
Oh yeah.
Real. We gotta go to the bottom shop.
Oh!
Mackerel.
Oh, there's one.
What is it?
Yep.
Shark? Shark or mackerel?
I don't know. I think it's maybe a shark.
Is it really?
I don't feel it.
I don't think so.
Mackerel.
Maybe not. I don't think so.
Mackerel. Jack. Bobblehead. Real. Before the shark eat it. Tighten up on your drag lip. Try this bobblehead.
There you go.
Nice. Woo! What happened to you again? Not again.
Yeah, no.
They look like a little tuna.
Oh, let's get one bad.
Where do you want this?
Look. Trick right here.
Okay.
Drop him in there.
Jeez, they have a tuna in there.
Yeah, that's.
So our guide told us that when the mackerels get really riled up, they'll actually bite a straight hook that you cast and you just reel in really, really fast. So I was determined to catch one from just a plain hook because, I mean, who can say that they caught a fish from a plain hook? So I did that, and surprisingly enough, I actually caught fish on it. And it might be the weirdest tactic I've ever heard in my life, but it caught me a lot of mackerels that day.
That's what it's all about, my man.
Oh, there's one.
Mackerel?
Yep. On an empty hook.
Yeah! You finally did what we was doing straight through. I won't get these mackerels, so this holds so bad. Big school fish, you be careful.
There's one.
Yeah.
Got the back.
You ain't hook up yet?
Nope.
I lost a big one yesterday. Come on. You have to put it on.
big one. Yeah. That was a pretty decent sized one. Oh, there's one. It's crazy to see them come after it. Holy crap. Oh! What the heck? The same fish keeps coming at it like 2 feet from the boat. These mackerels were probably one of the most aggressive fish I've ever fished for in my life. They would literally eat at anything. I mean, a plain hook just moving through water, they would bite and you would catch so many of them. And it was just crazy to me to think that a fish is that aggressive towards anything. And I'm sure if you used a spinnerbait or something like that, you'd crush them. But unfortunately, we didn't have that. But yeah, it was really, really fun catching these mackerels, and they fought so well too. And our guide actually said people eat them. I don't know. I'm not sure if they even taste good. I didn't have any, but so yeah, they're just an all-around really cool fish, and they have teeth and stuff, so they're a really, really cool fish to catch.
Oh, because you got a way on.
Later? Yeah.
That's your line?
Yeah, that's my line. Here, you want me to reel in?
Cut me off, right?
It's like bass fishing with
Cut me off.
a spinnerbait.
No, no. You see that deal? When you clean that, I had some the other day. Clean that and fry them dry. Oh man,
It's good?
very tasty. You season them in a pickle like.
Okay.
Dry.
Yeah.
That one's a little bloody.
That's right, go into the water.
I'm looking for the. Let me get a piece of cloth for you.
So unfortunately, after that last mackerel, it was our time to go. We, fished really, really well. We caught a lot of fish. Probably one of my favorite fishing trips I've ever had in my life. It was definitely a very fun time, and I had a great time, and I would 100% do it again if I had the option to. Yeah, so our time ran up, and our guide took us back, and he actually gave the fish that he kept away to some of the locals there, and it was just a really, really, really good time. So I want to thank you guys for giving the time of your day to watch me, and if you liked it, give a comment, subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching.